Well, thanks, Lloyd. They heard other stories, never thinking it would happen to them. But now, one family is taking a local cemetery to task following repeated attempts to bury their patriarch. They shared their heartbreak with our Cleopatra Murphy.
It's supposed to be a time for mourning, but for Loretta Algreen and her family, that pain has only been amplified after a local cemetery turned a simple burial and even its redo into a nightmare. Kenneth Algreen died after a 10-month battle with Alzheimer's and dementia. But on July 15th, a day that would have marked his wife's 76th birthday, she and her family attempted to bury her beloved husband. Instead, they got a rude awakening upon arrival at Woodlawn Gardens, Soldier Road.
On the 15th, we came here to bury my husband. When we got here, we found out it was the wrong plot. They informed us that the plot that was ours, that it was damaged and during the hurricane. A tree was there, and they was upgrading us, and they were sending us down in the back.
The deceased and his wife were supposed to be buried in a plot next to his parents, one his daughter Tina Algreen Maury says was purchased in the 1980s. While the family initially agreed to the new plot, they changed their mind, and Woodlawn officials again offered something else, one they were more receptive to. But Maury has doubts about the story they were given.
They were not being truthful because I buried my grandmother in 2011. There was never any trees there to damage the plots that they're saying were damaged, and they couldn't bury him in there. I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that probably someone is already in that grave.
The family attempted to bury the deceased again on Thursday in a plot adjacent to his parents, an admitted upgrade. But this time, the grave was too small, and Marie says workers had to chip away at it to lower the coffin. The cemetery again attempted to give the family its explanation about sealing the grave, but Maurie's crying shame on what transpired.
It's horrendous trying to ask somebody that is already hurting, that has watched their father pass, and now you come to bury him and you can't. That's the most hurtful thing ever.
What's more, she says family traveled from the U.S. to attend the funeral, many of whom have already returned.
It doesn't need to be done because this is a bunch of crap going on in this cemetery. I'm not just the first one having problem. I hear other people having problem in this. And if it's all just for the money, it is sad. It is very sad. I'm tired. We're tired of it. And we will not tolerate no foolishness. We want done what is done, what we done paid for. That's all we asking, but yet we have to go through all of this just to get him in the grave. It's sad.
ZNS News attempted to speak with Lawrence Lightbourne, a principal manager at Woodlawn Gardens, about the burial fiasco. He offered no comment and proceeded to ignore our questions. Algreen, who is expected to leave the island on Wednesday, says she is determined to see her husband's grave sealed and him finally rested at peace before she leaves. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.